Yo guys, okay, here I am back and I am on the computer now, and I just wanted to kind of go over and show the actual grow tent that I ended up buying here. I got two of them, and I know what I'm gonna do with one of them at least. I don't have enough room for one gigantic room grow tent down there, unfortunately. Not with the way the basement's set up right now, but I figured something like this would be good, considering that it's kind of like in rectangular, has a rectangular base on it, and it's about 6 feet tall, which is not too tall for the ceilings of my basement. I can go up to basically 82 inches at the highest point. I don't want to push it to the top because I want to have room on the spot for inline filters and things like that. But this is the one that I got from Amazon, from Instagrow. It seems like the best bet for like the best deal for the size that I need. So you got a basically 48 inches wide by 24 inches, or actually 48 inches long, 24 inches wide, 72 inches high. So it's longer this way, shorter this way, and then obviously 72 inches that way. So I'm thinking, why is this the best choice? And maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking this is narrow enough but long enough to fit shelving units in. Now my shelving units are just the resin shelving units, which are about 36 inches wide, but I figure I could stack at least 3 to 4 rigs in here from top to bottom, depending on how I organize the shelves a bit. I already have 2 inlines and 2 outlets into the basement with 8-inch inline fans, so that's great. My original intent was to just use those for the whole basement, but it seems like it's unable to control the heat effectively. I mean, it's blowing hot air, it's like crazy, but the problem is all that heat it seems to be just kind of spreading around the basement, around the rest of the house as well. And I'm back. Someone was at my door delivering a BTC D37 motherboard, actually. One that I ordered a while back. Oddly enough, it said the seller was from Canada, but I think they just put that in their ad, but they're actually in China, because it took literally a month. And I kept messaging him, like, you guys are located in, like, Thornhill, Ontario, right? I mean, it's like Toronto area. I should have been here within, like, 3 days or something, and it's been, like, a month. I'm like, dudes, why are you saying you're in Canada, but you're not? Like, whatever. Okay, anyways, back to what I was talking about here. So I have 2 inline, 2 exhausts in and out of the basement with these big 8-inch fans. They're not AC Infinity fans, but they do tend to pull quite a bit of air. But what I'm thinking is, I got 2 of these tents. They're each going to have 1 input and 1 output on it, and I hope that's enough, just to keep. I mean, even if the ambient air temperature there, it gets really, really hot, as long as the cards don't go above, like, what, 70 degrees, hopefully keeping them in the nice 60s. And I plan to stack in here the 6600 and 6600 XT rigs. Maybe I also have an A2000 rig, which does tend to get hot, but it's in a server case, so I can fit them all in here. So I'm going to put them into this one. And then I did get another one as well. And I'm thinking I could possibly grow weed in that one. I'm just joking. No, I don't grow weed. I don't really smoke weed, even though it's illegal in Canada. You can grow weed in certain amount of quantities legally. So if you guys want to move on to Canada and grow some weed, this is the place to go, or Amsterdam maybe. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It's got, obviously you've seen grow tents before. Like, I'm not showing anything revolutionary here, but like, I'm hoping this will contain the heat inside of the tent, and I'm just gonna go with the 1 tent first. And see with the 3 to 4 rigs in there, see how they do, and then closely monitor the ambient air temperature. Yesterday was really bad. It was 27 degrees, 26, 27 degrees just around Toronto area, southwestern Ontario, and the basement got, like, literally the temperature on the inlet here on my little handy thermometer. If you guys use like a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth thermometer that taps into the phone, comment below. I'd like to see if I can pick one up, because I'd like to see, like, when I'm not in the house, what the temperatures are. Would be interesting as well. If you guys got something like that, that I can link up multiple thermometers, so I can set up different zones and kind of monitor in an app, that would be awesome. So give me your recommendations down below. I'll check it out, and I'll do a review on it as well. So I'm thinking this will contain the heat, at least drop the ambient air temperature, because yesterday it was like 41 degrees, like, geez, 41 degrees or 40 degrees in the basement. Now, that's actually an improvement, because when I had an extra rig in there, before I moved it to the garage, it was at that same temperature, but literally at like 21 degrees outside. So we are improving things, guys. I plan probably move one more of those rigs into the garage and put 3 or 4 of them into the tent, and then that'll just leave the 3080 and 3090 rigs pumping the hot air out in the basement. I'm hoping that's a little more manageable if it's just those rigs running than like literally everything else. So we're only talking about maybe 1.3 gigahash. And then like I said, I did get another tent. So if the situation is still dire, I'll find a way to move those into a tent as well. The issue is that big metal rack I have down there doesn't. It's way too big for what I thought. Like I thought when I first started the crypto stuff, I thought I could just throw everything on one giant shelf and be done with it, and just, oh, this is great. I'll just get one big wire shelf. It's all gonna work great. But it turns out that you have to sometimes break them up and move them around just to help airflow and just to help the heat. And I didn't know this. It was just crazy. I thought it could be like awesome, just shelving unit. And maybe you could do that if you have a crap ton of airflow over the cards in and out of the room. So this is basically part one of the video. So I'll leave this as part one. My planning, like I did. Let's take a look here. I did look at some of the other tents here. And this one was the best one. I mean, I saw this one. This is 3x3, but it was $169. These are all Canadian dollars. I was looking at this one too, but it's only 36 by 36, and these shelves are at least 3 feet. So I needed at least 4 feet. So something like this would have been work too. 48 by 24, so 48 by 24. And then you get the height on it. It's 154. But I didn't want to, like, obviously I'm kind of cheaped out here. I wanted the cheapest one I can get here. Oh, this one's actually 104. What is this one? Maybe I'll cancel that or get this one instead. 104. It's a oh hoo hoo. 104.99. Oh man, that's cheaper than that one. So 48 by 24. Yeah, so that's 2 feet by 1 foot deep. Or 2 feet. Sorry, my goodness. 12 feet an inch. 4 feet. 4 by 2 by 60. That might be better, actually. Oh my god. What did I get? Like, which one did I get? I got, I'm going to cancel the one I got. I get that one instead. Keeping it real, guys. I got, there's actually a lot of ones that are cheaper, 109. What I get? What the heck? I paid 129. I'm going to cancel the other order. Look at this one. I mean, they all look the same, right? It's just like, what is there much of a quality difference? Like, maybe if you're using it for hydroponics or for actual like growing vegetables and other medicinal products, maybe it would matter more. But like, you don't want like moisture leaking out of there and stuff. But we don't want air leaking out either. But maybe I'll just go with this one. I mean, it's cheaper. I mean, it'll save like $30 each one. Does it matter? Like, it looks like they all have these metal frames and whatnot. Is that gonna make a difference, guys? Comment below. Did you notice the difference between quality of like if you buy a cheaper, grow tent versus a more expensive grow tent? Did it make any difference at all? I'd like to hear about this because I'm a total newbie. I don't think nothing about this. So I'm actually asking you guys: is it better to use just the cheap one, or should I get a more expensive one for the purposes of GPU mining? But what I do like with this, it looks like I can like string. Like the wiring through from the router through into the tent here. So that's cool. Like if you look here, it's got both sides. It has these inlets and outlets on both sides. So I could probably run, I don't want to cut holes in it or anything, but I could probably just run the wiring through here into the tent that way. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is gonna be a good idea or not? Let's leave this as part one. Part two will actually be me like building it, setting it up, and just running some tests on it. Anyways, guys, let's keep it a little bit short today, and I'll talk to you next one. Bye.